So, hey, welcome to Trap Souls. I'm Ryan. I'm with my friend Mark.
Hello.
And today we're joined with Glick Paranormal. Where are you guys from?
Heath, Ohio.
Heath, Ohio. Where's that?
Roughly about 45 miles east of Columbus.
Okay. Who are you with tonight, since we can't see you? Well, introduce yourself and whoever's with you.
I'm Nik. I am the founder of the Glick Paranormal Society. And then my wife, Betty. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so, anyway, since Zoom doesn't want my wife, Betty, talking, I'll just introduce her. She's my wife, and she's also the co-founder of our group. We have a third member who lives with us, and he's currently disposed of right now. He's in his room. And then we have my little mini-me, my 5-year-old child, who thinks she's got to be a part of everything.
That's what kids do.
Yeah, she doesn't go ghost hunting with us, that's for sure. She's 5 years old. She can't.
I wasn't going to judge.
Huh?
I wasn't going to judge.
They see things we don't.
But, yeah, we've had the group since 2002, and we are consisted of a total of 6 teams.
Okay.
So it's me, Nik, my wife, Betty, our roommate, Tyler, and then 3 other ladies that are part of our group. They're currently at a graduation party right now. But yeah, we're based out in Ohio, which is about 45 minutes east of Columbus.
All right, so.
But yeah, Betty and I had experiences pretty much growing up. So it's been in the talk for a while to start a group up, 3 years ago. I'm just like, you know what, let's do it. Let's get this going. So here we are, the Glick Paranormal Society, and then, we shorten it down to the GPS, which I really like.
Where did the name Glick come from?
There you go. That's what I was going to ask.
Glick comes from my last name.
Okay.
So it's a family name.
Okay.
That works.
Because, you don't really see a lot of groups out there that have their family name in the paranormal, or, I haven't really seen any paranormal groups with the family name. I've always seen them with,
Glick, it doesn't really sound like a last name, though.
No.
It's a cool name. I like it, so it works. Mine, Trap Souls, it was just because I don't know how it came about it.
It started out just being me and my wife, and then our 2 close friends, Nora and Sammy, wanted to join in on it. So I was like, all right, cool. Go ahead. And then our roommate, Tyler, he wanted to be in a part of it. And I was like, all right, cool, let's grow this team up, Nora and Sammy had introduced us to Chrissy, or Chris. I call her Chris. Everybody else calls her Chrissy. But yeah, we all each kind of have our own things that we bring to the table.
Yeah, that's what you need in a group, though. It's different aspects.
Exactly.
We have a lot different with us. So, what's the one event that got you into paranormal?
Basically, like I said, my wife and I had experiences from, and me being a sensitive, so I can sense pretty much the change in the atmosphere. But yeah, I've had my experiences growing up. I've had bad experiences and good experiences. My actual definite first experience was not a really good experience. So, that was just a kid. I was, let's say, being 8, 12, when I had my first official paranormal firsthand. Took me to the right way to start the group, I guess you could say.
Yeah, being part of a group helps overcome some of the stuff that you're uncomfortable with, being there with somebody. We have members that will never do solos. We have members that need 2 or 3 people there, so just having those people there, though, helps them, get their experiences.
So, Betty, what got you into it?
when I was a little girl, Pittsburgh, and some freaky stuff happened like right after my grandpa died. He had cancer. He died, and stuff would break the next day. It would be fixed, which was very odd.
It's kind of creepy.
I didn't really see a ghost until I was older, and I was a teenager. You know, I was in my rooms, you know, and I was kind of awake, kind of not, and I felt this cold breeze out of like nowhere. I look up, all I see is this big dark shadow. Couldn't make a face, nothing, but I knew it was there.
So,
And I just closed my eyes. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then when I opened them again, it was gone.
you see the Hat Man?
So, yeah.
The Hat Man's everywhere.
It was crazy. I mean, all I seen, it was this a dark shadow. And I knew I felt the presence, you know, and I knew he was looking down at me and was like, oh my. That scared the crap out of me.
Oh, yeah.
First time.
That's.
And there was a time at my mom's. At my mom's, she lived in these apartments, and it was just, I don't know. We'd hear stuff, we would see stuff, and it's like, why did that just happen? Why did that just fly off the wall like that? Why did I do that? It's weird. And then when I was talking to my mom, she had MS, so she was bedridden in her bedroom. Where me and my sister, we were sitting there talking. It sounded like someone walked into the apartment, and I seen it kind of looked like my brother, but it was really quick. It's like he looked over the corner of the doorway. I'm like, I told you someone was here, and I told him, I said someone just came in, and Mom's like, no one's supposed to be coming over. I'm like, see, didn't you just see him? That was David. I went in there to check it out because they were all laughing about it. I went in there, no one was there, nobody. I was like, did you guys see that? They didn't see it. I was the only one that seen it, but yeah.
I mean, it's
just creepy stuff like that, you know. Want to know why they appear when they appear, and just weird. But yeah, a lot of stuff just happening.
Yeah, it's different when you're younger and you have experiences. I know a lot of people that do that. They go either way. They want nothing to do with paranormal, or they want to investigate it. All right, well, let's get into this a little bit. You guys are doing Ross House with us, right?
Ross House.
Yeah, it was last year. We were at the Bel Air house.
Yeah, you guys at the Bel Air house. What was the Bel Air house? Because I heard some of people in your group won't go back there.
Yeah, I won't.
Why?
I'm all for going back. But yeah, Betty's not.
Betty.
She's not the one to go back.
Betty, why won't you go back there?
I feel a very unwelcoming spirit there.
Oh, there is.
Very unwelcoming.
There's a very unwelcoming spirit there.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of groups lately won't go back.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're doing that the night before we meet you guys at Ross House.
Yeah, we're actually excited to go to the Ross House.
Yeah, we went there last year. It was cool. I mean, not much happened to us, but it seems to be ramping up a little bit. So,
Right.
if you guys don't know that when we do Ross House, that'll be our 5th investigation in 5 nights.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good.
So,
We might be too delusional. We might actually see a chinchilla ghost. Who knows, right?
yeah, we're starting Monday in Madison, then going to Poasttown Elementary, then we're going to Old Hospital in College Hill. Then we're
Hospital, I would love that.
then we're going
That would
to
be awesome.
Bel Air, then Ross. So, and I did rent out the whole antique shop next to the Ross House. So
Yeah.
We might be the first ones to investigate that, are we?
no, there's been a few.
Okay.
And now I'm going to read the packet that I made for the Ross House. The Ross House, Bel Air, Ohio. The Ross House is located in the city of Bel Air, next to the Ohio River. Bel Air was founded in 1834 and has a rich history. Before the town was settled, it was of the Mingo, Shawnee, and Delaware tribes. The town was within reach of the B&O Railroad and quickly became a coal mining town. This gave many people the opportunity to work, but also gave the rich an opportunity to get richer. Even though Bel Air had a rich history of opportunity, it also has a dark history. From coal mine disasters,
Native American wars, to known KKK presence in the area. Not only were there deaths from coal mine disasters, but long-term miners had respiratory issues known as the Black Lung. Could some of these miners still be hanging around Bel Air to tell their story? The KKK was known to be in and around Bel Air in the 1920s, but is not something that is talked about. William Shepard, a physician in Bel Air and a former Grand Cyclops in the Klan, came up with his own formula for a hooded group. He called his secret fraternity the Black Legion. Unlike the KKK, the Black Legion tried to be a secret society. Last year, Trap Souls went to the Ross House, and during the SS method, we got the phrase Blue K. At that time, we did not know what that meant, and during some research, I found out that Blue K meant a Klan member was a cop. The member became a cop to give information to the secret group about ongoing investigations and any pertinent information. Although the Ross House itself does not have a dark history, it is known that 1 or 2 deaths happened in the house. Also, a spirit known as Alfred is known to make its presence frequently and is not always friendly. Some claims at the house, but not limited to, seeing and feeling the presence of spirits, disembodied voices, disembodied footsteps, intelligent responses by tapping or knocking, being choked by an unseen spirit, getting emotional for no reason, crying or feeling sad, a lot of shadow figures, and a few people have been scratched. During my investigation last year, I was doing a solo in the basement. While I was filming, I saw a black shadow go across the room. The room was dark and couldn't see more than a few feet in front of me. The shadow superseded the darkness and went across the room. Like I said before, the house itself does not have a dark history, but the city itself does. Is it possible all that negative and or positive energy is making its way into the house? Is it because so many people are investigating, asking questions at the house that these spirits just want to be heard? Have their stories out there? I believe they do.
Yeah, it's when you guys go there, you guys will see that. I mean, the history there is not huge in the house itself. Cindy's doing a better job now. I don't say better job. She's working on getting the rooms restored the way they were, because they used to be a escape room. So they had a whole bunch of escape rooms there. That was her first business there when she bought the house, and now she's going back to the original. You hear about the chinchilla rooms and all that fun stuff. It's going to be interesting, especially with all of us there. Maybe those antiques will bring some stuff out. I'm hoping.
Yeah, Nik, Betty, what's your thoughts on portals? We kind of beat it to death in the last few podcasts when we talk about Ross and Bel Air, but there's a lot of thought that there's portals from Bel Air to Ross, Ross to Bel Air. Do you have any thoughts on that in your 24 plus years of investigation?
I do believe there are portals.
Yes.
Whether it be interdimensional portals, paranormal portals. I mean, I believe there's portals to any and everything.
So we're doing a Bel Air the night before. Maybe we should invite some spirits to follow us.
We're going to share spirits from Bel Air to Ross.
Hey, come visit.
Yeah.
We'll be at Ross' house.
I really don't want him in the RV that long, Ryan.
Right.
But I'm thinking, yeah, people don't follow directions when it comes to Ouija boards, and God only knows how many people has visited that place.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
They could have opened something, you know?
And Cindy...
Just because they say not to bring a board doesn't mean people, don't bring a board and open something and just never closed it.
Ross' house is one of the few places that allows Ouija boards.
Oh, okay.
She thinks it's just a tool that you can use. I don't think she's a huge believer into the portal stuff. It
could be.
It could be. I mean, you hear people saying that people don't know how to use Ouija boards and they don't know how to close it. So, but she's not like a huge believer in that, but she does think it's a tool, a way to communicate. So she allows them there. If it does get darker, maybe she'll have a little change of heart.
Yeah.
I definitely would not advise using a Ouija board at Bel Air House.
Oh, no, we don't.
No. I won't even allow for it to be in my house. Not even as a decorative.
Well, Ryan, isn't that how Bel Air pretty much got started?
Seances.
Was the fact of seances and Ouijas and...
So, I mean, I don't know. Ouija boards are interesting to me. I think they are a tool that you can use. Just kind of like dowsing rods. I think there's too much human interference with them. That's my belief on them. I'd rather have a good EVP or a cat ball move, to be honest, than a Ouija board telling me hi. But that's just me. I mean, we have a lot of tools we use, a lot of spirit boxes.
I think our rope is the coolest thing we have because...
Yeah, I mean, we keep buying equipment.
We'll take some donations.
Yeah, we got this EMF trip rope. It's pretty cool. We've been using that a lot lately.
That's pretty cool. It's an 8-foot section. So you can lay that out around a different, person doing Estes or whatever is what we've primarily been using it for lately. And you can kind of see where the energy is actually entering in the area instead of, just depending on a singular cat ball in an area or so forth. You can kind of see movement in different spots. Yeah. I find that one very interesting.
Yeah. I said we use a lot of spirit boxes. We do a lot of Estes method. I am very picky about who does Estes method.
Yeah.
I only let certain people use my daughter, but I don't think she'll be down there. We have a ghost box I made. I don't know, a Periscript. We got a lot of fun stuff, so you guys can play with some stuff too while we're down there. Whatever you guys want to use. We're there as two teams, but as one team investigating this place, so.
Yeah.
I mean, my equipment, you guys can use too. If you guys want to try it out.
We got a lot of equipment too.
Yeah, so.
Not a lot, but we have some. I'm sorry. We have some.
We've got, my wife, Betty, had just got me a REM pod for Christmas.
It's a good tool.
And for my birthday last year, she got me an SLS camera, which I've been obsessing over on getting one, and she finally got me one because that's one of my favorite equipments is the SLS camera.
Yeah, I like to see that. I got all the components to make one. I just haven't yet because I'm still a little iffy about it. So yeah, when we're down there, I like to check that out, see if it's worth me making it.
You'll
You're gonna like it a lot.
You'll be blown away.
I got him a little bear.
Boo Buddy Jr., which I don't even really think it does anything.
We never really got anything out of that.
You might at Ross House because the second floor is supposed to have kids up there. So
that's cool.
You have to put that on the back.
I'll still bring it just as a trigger object, basically. But yeah, we've got REM pod, SLS camera, our digital cameras, EMF detector, EVP recorder. I think that's all we've got so far, and I've got a whole list of stuff that I want to get. My next equipment that I'm really, really wanting to get is the Oculus. Yeah, we got a Periscript. The Periscript is the one they use in Project Fear a lot. Yeah. So we bought that. I mean, it was pretty expensive, but it's another tool. I mean, everybody who knows me, I got a $35 recorder, and that's all I need. I'm happy with that. Yeah. I mean,
recorders and cat balls. I like it.
Recorders and cat balls.
Yeah, we got cat balls too.
Yeah, I gotta get some more cat balls because
you lose them all the time.
Yeah.
There should be about 10 more left at Ross House time we get down there, so we should be good.
Exactly. That's the cheapest, biggest cat balls.
Yeah, I'm doing about an hour solo the night before in the Bel Air basement.
Oh yeah.
That's cool because that's where we got the most activity.
Yeah, we had a girl that got knocked down, and my daughter got scratched down there.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I mean, it's down in the basement, so I just figured I need to go down there and...
I'm ready to debunk Bel Air House once and for all.
Reed's doing a solo in Bel Air House the first half hour before anybody steps in there. I've
never been there yet, but everything I keep hearing, I think it's overhyped, but we'll see.
Yeah, right.
Because I like doing solos. That's my thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's actually one of the few things that I do want to do is just do solos myself, and
I'm a little different. I'm comfortable with my group. So this trip here, we're doing Madison Seminary first. I've been there 11 times, so I'm not sending anybody solo in there. I've done enough solos in there. But Poasttown Elementary, we've never done. And my buddy Craig, before anybody steps into that property, he's doing a 45-minute solo.
Yeah.
He's doing it by himself. Then he's never really had experiences. He's a non-believer until he went to Bel Air House. Now he's more of a believer. Then we're going to Old Hospital on College Hill. Before anybody steps in there, I don't get walkthroughs before I go to any place, especially famous places. So I'm doing a 45-minute solo in Old Hospital before anybody steps foot in there. Then Mark's.
Yeah, that's actually on the list to go to that hospital.
I'm excited about it.
Trans-Allegheny.
Yes, definitely.
I've done Trans-Allegheny twice. It's cool.
How was that?
It's. I'd recommend it. I mean, just the history behind the place is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And it's not terrible. I think it's $100 per ticket now. If you don't want to rent out by yourself, it's pretty outrageous to rent out by yourself. But my only thing is with Trans-Allegheny, don't go to the hot spots. I mean, you can go there. I just sit in the hallway, sit on the floor, be quiet, and listen. That's where you're going to get most of your activity.
Okay.
So, I mean,
thank you.
Yeah. Reed's going to do Bel Air House. And who's doing Ross House?
I don't know.
I think Aaron's going to do Ross House. Or Sarah.
Maybe it was Erin, because I think you did mention solos to Erin. I think she volunteered to do one of them.
Yeah,
I can't remember, though.
So she's doing Ross. So, I mean, the solos, though, I don't think you're going to get too much because you're going to be moving around so much.
Okay.
In the beginning. Like, you're just, like, Mark's never been in Bel Air House, so he's been walking all over the place. Hopefully he just finds a spot, sits down.
Yeah.
But,
Basement.
Basement, yeah. Don't steal my thunder, though.
Basement was definitely the hot spot for us.
We had some activity in the attic too.
I think a lot of people get worked up about basements just because you've always seen in all the movies and every stories that basements are where all the activities at, the ghosts are at, the spirits are at, the evil's at, and I think people just get worked up before they go into a basement, and I think that is what projects for most people. When we went to Ross House, I started out down there by myself. Ryan was coming down shortly after with some equipment, and we were down there for probably an hour, and I mean, we didn't get any unhappy feelings down there. It was pretty smooth. Even at Madison Seminary downstairs, I've really not gotten a bad feeling from there. I think, like I said, people just work up basements. I don't think it's really that bad.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, I totally agree. Like, you know,
but
a lot of people do get worked up in the basement. I just wonder if that energy that's there feeds on that.
That's possible.
I mean, that's a good point.
Yeah.
They say they feed on, you know, if you're anxious or nervous or scared, that or the radon, you know. It might just be radon.
Right.
You could be like the perfect, I mean, if you're scared or whatever, they feel that, then yeah, they're gonna, if they're jokesters or whatever, they're gonna come after you. And they're gonna come out.
But, like, me and Tyler, we're kind of like the...
So, we're going to wrap this up a little bit here. We will see you in a little over a month. I think it's a month and 2 days, so I'm excited for it.
We're all excited.
And
got to start getting your push-ups in, getting peak physical shape for this, baby. Woo!
Oh man, I'm already hitting the gym. I got back into the gym. I'm like, okay, I gotta get this.
Come on, Nick. Push-ups, baby. Let's go.
Get myself all psyched and make sure everything's all good to go. Yeah, we're all excited.
well, that's good. I'll wrap it up here. So, Glick Paranormal. Where can they follow you? Just Facebook, or what else you guys have out there?
You can follow me up on Facebook. I've got Instagram. I've got TikTok. I've got YouTube.
Perfect. Yeah, check them out. Glick Paranormal. We'll see them in a little over a month at the Ross house. I appreciate for you coming on the show. And we will see you soon in your group.
Soon. Counting down the days already.
And while you're all at it, remember, check out the TikTok, the Facebook, the YouTube, and anywhere you can find your podcasts for trapped souls, nuclear soul seekers. Thanks for joining us, Glick. We appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for inviting us.
All right, thank you. See you soon.
Yep, see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.